Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends they know they'll be able to count on to make plays. It's the Dolphins going up against the Bills. Now we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 15 matchup.
Bills, Dolphins on EA Sports as we get set for today's Week 15 matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms. It always gets ratcheted up, the intensity that is, when you got a divisional matchup at your hands like we do today.
There's no doubt about that, Jim. When you play a division opponent the second time around, you know, there's that animosity that grows from the first game. Which coaching staff can come up with a different scheme and a different way of attacking the opponent is the one that's going to have the best chance to win here today.
The Bills are back deep, ready to return to kickoff.
The Dolphins ready to get this action started.
So we've got a young quarterback with some experience. Stepping onto the field today for the first time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just a matter of time until he takes that experience and matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say, hey, the game is going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
First down and 10.
Gets the handle here. And wait in on the tackle.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
The defense comes out in the nickel.
Play fake. And that pass is swatted away, incomplete. Here's the Bills offense. How will this team rebound after last week's debacle in which they turned the football over 5 times? It's third down, and last week this was a problematic situation for them. The Bills from the 27.
The give. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
Nice job that time. The run play gets the first down. You move those chains. Hey, it's kind of fun to watch a team tough enough and patient enough to run the football to get these first downs instead of throwing it all the time.
The Bills from the 27. Set up screen. Mitchell's in a whole lot of pain right now. We'll take an injury timeout and be back in just a moment.
First down here after the completion. This play set up by the long gainer.
They're going back up top. Shakes off the tackle. The Bills get a first down.
Anytime you give a quarterback that kind of time, he's going to get comfortable, get his feet under him, be relaxed, and he is going to make the perfect throw down the field. Easy completion that time for the quarterback.
Second down coming up. Offense lines up here.
Keeps it here.
Looking across the middle.
Almost intercepted that time. Here's how the Dolphins defense. They have been shredded week after week against the run. They've had almost no chance. The pass play fails to work, and now it's third down.
Offense lines up here. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Well, we got the mojo flowing today, don't we? You start out the game, it's early, you pick up a couple first downs, and you think you can't be stopped.
The Bills from the 27.
Go run with it again. Jordan's there that time for the tackle.
You got to know, if you're going to run the football, you're going to have a lot of short gains. There's going to be a lot of plays that look ugly. That's just the way it is. You got to live with it and know what's coming in the future.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Goodwin's lined up in the slot.
They're setting up screen. Jones, the one who brings him to the ground.
How you perform inside the red zone is often the difference in a game, and we'll get an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
Now, the next snap from inside the red zone, where a week ago they starred as a team.
And now on 1st down, they'll go back to the air. And he hauls it in.
Watkins taken down.
The Bills had a nice play design that time. It pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. What a drive this has been.
Get ready. Out of the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. Makes the reception.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Mounting a serious drive. Here's the hit, and he's in for the touchdown.
That was just an awful job, wasn't it, by the defense? I mean, it's 1st and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run, or I think you should be playing run. The defense not ready. They get overpowered, and they give up the running touchdown.
Extra point is good.
The Dolphins have themselves in a hole early. Let's see if their offense can respond on its first drive. The score's 7-0.
He'll have a chance to take off.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
Here's a look at the Dolphins offense. They rank towards the middle of the pack in passing offense this season.
That's 2nd down coming up. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Handoff.
Brought down at the 32.
That's an excellent job. Just getting enough yardage to get the first down, move those chains, and keep this offense going.
The Dolphins might be looking at the scoreboard and thinking, uh-oh, not again, as they trail in another tight game, partner.
Well, I'm going to do a little teaching right here. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just focus on the play that's coming up. Just do your job. If you do that, you'll have a chance to find a way to win. The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
Get ready. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun.
The defense gets a sack.
There is nothing worse for a quarterback than have the pocket collapse. And that time it collapsed on his left side. There's nothing he can do, and he goes down for the sack.
The Dolphins have it at the 34. They'll go draw. Ball was out. This one's going back the other way.
It's away from the stack.
You got to protect the football on the offensive side. When you don't protect it, the way these defensive players can run, you're going to get in trouble, and that time it results in a fumble.
This series begins for the offense with a very good chance to score. First down at the 27. Keeps it on the play fake. Could have been intercepted.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here. Goodwin's a receiver in the slot. Will go ground. Tackled just 3 yards short of the first.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. Goodwin's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Here's the handoff. Wake's able to read that play and make the hit.
The Dolphins guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
This will be a 38-yard field goal attempt. The kick is good.
Well, the defense is going to be excited. They come out there. The offense has great field position, but they stop them. But they give up 3 points, but still a victory for the defense.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. First down here. Nickel formation for the defense here. Keeps it here. Can't find the target on the pass underneath. Between plays, let's take a look at how the Bills defense. They are all around perhaps the best defensive unit in the entire league. Second down following that incompletion. It's a two tight end formation. Gets his feet down right near the chalk.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
Third down on the way.
Let's go.
Screen on the money.
Don't always have to throw the football past the yard markers. That's another thing I hate to hear. This time the offense throws it behind the yard markers on the screen pass. Good execution. They pick up a first down.
Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Offense lines up here. Handoff made. He's going to be tackled right around the 49.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. 3rd down and 6. Looking to the right side and throwing. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
That was just a dumb call. When you throw it behind the line of scrimmage like that, you deserve to lose some yards. That's what happened on that play.
Offense pinned back in an awful position. Now 1st and 10. He'll keep it on the play fake. Got the completion.
A lot of people have to do a good job on play action passes for them to work. At this time, watch the running back. Nice job selling the fake, and it helps the QB.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Offense lines up here. Staying with the passing game on 1st down. Has Watkins. He stacked up at that point. Watkins is the injured player, and we'll take a break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The defense comes out in the dime. 1st down at the 47. They'll go ground. And he's brought to the ground.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Wide receivers are bunched up. It's now 2nd down. Offense lines up here. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. And batted away.
Good job by the linebacker. Just watching the quarterback, reading his eyes. He made the move at the right time, and he knocked the pass down.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Bills official. Right now, all they will say is it's an upper body injury and that he will not be returning. Back to you. And if that's the case, this is the type of injury that can end his season.
3rd down and 5. Throws the pass. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the 1st down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have 4th down.
The Bills take it from the 38. It's the old counter play. Breaks free, has some space to work with. Touchdown! What a run!
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
The Bills with the PAT to come. Driving extra point is good. The Dolphins will now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick. Scores 17-0. Bills ready to boot this one down the field. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the
the 23.
First down here.
The Dolphins come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. It's Clay. That's a gain of 8.
The Dolphins coaching staff has done a good job mixing things up today on first down. Run and pass. That time, the pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
From the shotgun. And there's Clay. That's a gain of 10.
Hard to play man-to-man coverage all the time in the NFL. That time we see the man-to-man coverage. The quarterback sees it. Nice throw.
Offense lines up here.
First down at the 41. To the ground. He's taken down at the 47.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Get ready. 188. 188.
Second down, 4 to go.
Takes it out of the eye. That's a tackle at the 48. Right now, this is a team that trails. And they know that they have nothing if they don't have a rushing attack. The numbers are just dreadful. They're going to have to get a spark from the rushing attack the rest of the way if they're going to get back into it.
We talk so much about throwing the football, scoring, doing all these things that are pretty for the fans, and we all want to see it. But the NFL always comes down, who is the most physical is the one that wins the game, and they're not being physical enough on the offensive side.
Offense lines up here.
First and 10. Takes it from the eye. Run it right. Brought down at the 47-yard line. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Get ready. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll go shotgun here. Throws to the right. It's Clay.
The Dolphins, a lot of people like to throw screens and run draws. No, they look deep down the field. It's not there. They throw it short. They pick up some good yards. Now they can do what they want on third, run or pass.
And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
The Bills are getting set for their next possession.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
Get ready. 188. 188.
First down at the 24. Keeps it here. Has his target. Keeps his legs moving. Right now, this offense doesn't have much to complain about. Holding on to the lead here in the first half. And the passing game partner has been very sharp.
Well, they're probably going to complain that they could have more points because you can never have enough points, Jim. We all know that. But the offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, and even the coach on the sideline all having a very good first half.
And he is tackled down at the 38-yard line. And as we look now at the rushing stats here in the first half, this has been a great effort on the ground, and it's been a big part of the reason why they're in front.
It is absolutely working when you talk about the run game. And I'll just say this, Jim. When it's working, don't stop. Keep running the football.
Nickel formation here for the defense. Ball is out.
They recover their own fumble.
That'll stop the play right there.
Well, the offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it and keep possession of the football.
The defense comes out in the nickel. 3rd and 10.
Very nearly intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
The Bills decide they will punt the football.
Better be careful here. Terrible starting field position here for the offense.
The Bills come out in the nickel.
Let's go.
1st and 10.
They'll run it here.
It's about 9 on the play.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
2nd down and 1. Tackles made, and that'll move the chains.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Once again, a running play. This will be 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
And there's Clay. He is tackled at the 40-yard line. Tight ends are absolutely crucial to what an offense does now, and we're seeing why here in this first half, partner.
Yeah, we are, Jim, and I think it started years ago when the New England Patriots would come on the field and use multiple tight ends. It was a good way to fool the defense and be able to throw it to the tight end, and it's working so far here today for this offense.
Nice tackle. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. They bring in the extra tight end. They call his name again.
Good job by the defensive line, standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. 3rd down now. They come out in the dime package. Takes it from the gun. With 2 hands, he has it. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion. From the shotgun. Throwing out to his left. And incomplete. And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. The defense comes out in the dime. Out of the shotgun formation. Ball is out, and he's forced to the ground. Before we go any further, they're going to take another look at the last play. So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Inside the last 2 minutes, this one had to be instigated by the folks upstairs. They challenged the call on the field, and in fact, it was the proper thing to do. The play is overturned.
Yeah, good job by the officials upstairs, seeing it, knowing there was a mistake on the field. That's what I love about the NFL. They're not afraid to admit, to say they made mistakes and turn them around. Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
Bills getting ready now to start their drive. First down and 10. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. He's got the catch. Breaks away. Taken down at the 27.
When you play a cover 3 defense, you protect against the deep pass, but the problem is all the underneath stuff is wide open, and the quarterback is taking advantage of that.
Third down and 2. Reaches out and grabs it. Tackle's made.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times, but one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. Offense lines up here. Back to the air here on first down. Looking across the middle. That'll put them in what we call plus territory. The Bills signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. We're back, and the offense is ready to roll after the timeout. First down here after the completion.
Get ready.
Setting up screen. Sticks to his hands.
Jim, when you have a quarterback that is accurate as this guy is, when he sees man-to-man coverage, he is going to get the completion.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to... receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
After the incompletion, 3rd and 4 coming up. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. The Bills from the 37. Reaches out and snatches it. They bring him to the turf. The Bills with no timeouts left. Offense ready to play after calling a timeout. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. One more snap, and we'll head to halftime.
Break 38. Break 38.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. He had as good as it gets. Touchdown.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
The Bills getting set now for the extra point.
Extra point was good.
So that's going to do it for the first half. Bills are up in this one.
This is the Verizon Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's get ready now to take a look back at the first half. The Dolphins haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Bills have come in and looked good as the road team. And we'll just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Bills line up at the 3. He'll take the run up the middle, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Bills with the football late in the first. The pass is completed into tight coverage. They'll end up at their own 40-yard line before being tackled. Sticking with the same drive. The blocking here will free up the run, and he scoots into the end zone for his second TD. Lead grows to 17. Bills have it late in the second. Woods is the target here, and that's a house call. Lead grows to 17. So that's all for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to the field for the start of the second half.
Fields the football at the 3. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. First down, offense readying for the snap. Nickel formation for the defense here. And here we go, the first snap of the second half.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
We see now just some of the many hits this quarterback has taken during a challenging day for him, Phil.
Jim, it's very understandable why he is not playing well today. Think about it. When you have less time to make a decision on where to throw the football, you are not going to have a great day.
2nd and 6.
Gets the handle here. Taken down at the 33. Now, as we look at the numbers, Phil, this offense just hasn't had any room to run the football today, and that's a big reason why they're down in this game.
Yeah, listen, I think they've been too patient today, trying to run the football too much. Just get over it. Go ahead. Try to win the football game by throwing it down the field.
3rd down and 4. And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down after just a 3-play series.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Brandon Fields called on now to punt it. He's got a chance to return this one. He's brought down. They come to the line, and it's first down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Looking long. And Thurman nearly had the pick that time.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play, because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
2nd down now. Offense lines up here. He'll throw it over the middle. Almost intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
The Dolphins come out in a dime package. The ball is jarred loose, and the defense has it. He's brought to a halt.
Well, that's what you call it. Takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been. Touchdown, and they cut into that lead.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to 3rd down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
Let's go.
Could have taken the 1-point gimme. They went for the 2, and they are turned away. Ready to swing his leg as aggressively as possible and send the football down to the end zone. Trips there to make the tackle. The Bills bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. The Dolphins go with the dime formation here on defense. Now 1st and 10. Has his man. If you look at these passing totals, it's easy to get a sense why they're leading right now.
Those numbers are absolutely outstanding. When you see these kind of numbers, that means the play calls were good, the offensive line had an outstanding day, and also the wide receivers, they found ways to get open.
2nd and 1. The give. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down. Running the football is a mindset, and it's one this team has today for sure.
You can tell this was the thought process all week long by the offense. We're going to go out there, we're going to out-tough the other team and just run the football right at them, and it has worked well.
The Bills will take the snap from the 25, brought down at the 26. As we've seen today, this is a team that's dedicated to the run, and it's paid off with some very good stats on the ground.
Well, it shows you what the coach thinks. He believes in running the football, and when you believe in it, what happens to your football team? They become tough, and they have shown that toughness here today. That's why they have such a good ground game going. Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a 1st down.
3rd and 4 coming up following that completion. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. And he's tackled down after picking up the 1st.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every 1st down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the 2nd half, every 1st down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
Offense lines up here. 1st and 10. They call his number once more. He's brought down at the 46.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator coming with the counter run, and the defense being too aggressive. They're over pursuing, so you do the little counter, go the opposite direction, and it works well.
2nd and short following the run.
Get ready.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Offense lines up here. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Good job getting the first down by the offense. And look at the defensive players on the sideline cheering their teammates on. Keep us on the sideline a little longer. That's what they're hoping for.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Play clock's running down. Got a hand on it. He'll force the incompletion.
Hard to throw over some of these linebackers in the NFL now. They got such good size. You try to throw over them, here's what happens. These big guys will knock it down.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And he's brought down right at the 42.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Third down. The long drive continues. But Michael James, that little crease. How about that run? Touchdown.
Now you know why running backs get drafted high. Because these long running plays for touchdowns, that's what you want. That's what the NFL is about. Making big plays, and when you get them in the running game, that's like double good.
The Bills line up now for the point after. The point after try is in the books. The Dolphins have let this one get away from them today. Need to try and turn things around in a hurry. The score's 31-6. The Dolphins are back deep, waiting to return the kick. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Dolphins now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field. Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 20. Middle for a gain of about 5.
Running backs, they love counter runs. They know when a defense has been over pursuing, so they make that fake one way, and when they cut it back, there's usually a great running lane there.
Offense lines up here. The Dolphins will take the snap from the 25, and that's good for only a yard or 2. This is third down. Split backfield here.
Let's go.
They're setting up screen. Gains 15.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
First down at the 42, and he gains maybe 3.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
Two tight ends on the field here. Handoff, picks up about 2. A lot of things have to go wrong in any game for it to be this one-sided. But you look at the matchup at running back, and it's certainly just one more thing that stands out.
Yeah, when you run the football well, we all know you control the tempo of the game, and also you get in all the situations that favor your offense and your defense. That's why they're blowing the other team out.
So they failed to convert on third down, but that's been one of the lone failures on third today. And now in consecutive games,
James, we're seeing a passing attack that has some issues. Nothing there, Phil.
Yeah, your confidence level has to be down in a situation like this, Jim. You know what you got to do as a quarterback? You just got to hang in there and be tough and try to turn it around.
It's first down as they head to the line. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Here's the handoff out of the strong eye.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Second down here.
Goodwin's in the slot. He takes it on the counter. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
This is a tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long coming up, but it's a good situation also. You're leading the football game, so there's no reason to take a chance and turn this football over.
Now looking at 3rd down. It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
Makes the reception.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
T.J. Conley getting ready to boot this one away.
The fake is on, and they're looking to pick up the first. Trips there to take him down. The Bills have figured out a way to finally slow down a running game. It's been a big point of contention for them all season long. Thankfully for them today, they figured it out.
Yeah, they have. You know, listen, these defensive linemen all year long, all they've wanted to do is rush the quarterback. But today, they've settled in, they're being tough, and they're stopping the run. Good job. What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
And that'll probably go as a drop.
Sometimes you wonder how can they drop passes in the NFL, college football, or high school, because the gloves these receivers wear, they are magnificent when it comes to helping you catch the football. So that's a big drop. When you get open, you got to make the catch.
From the gun, throws the pass. Steve Johnson hauls it in.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
Get ready.
The Dolphins from the 32.
Looking across the middle, they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, I'll just say this, Jim. When you're a gambling football team, you're willing to go for it on 4th down, even though you're losing in the second half and you don't get it. You just got to deal with a little bit of adversity and hope your defense can go out there and stop the other team's offense.
First down on the way. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Jones is there to make the tackle.
You got to keep your offensive linemen aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short game, it served a purpose.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. The give out of the eye. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
The Bills will take the snap from the 35. And he's going to be dropped. And that's a 3 and out for the offense.
We got to give that defense in front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
about 4.
That time he only gets a couple yards, and if I'd have been the punt returner that time, I would have called for a fair catch. Defense was close. All around you, there was nowhere to go.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up. First down at the 25. Muscles through the defender. Catch made.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
They've come out in the dime package.
Get ready.
1st and 10. He makes the catch. Brown's in on the tackle.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
The Dolphins come to the line with an empty backfield. 2nd and 9. And he's taken down.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
The defense just mauling the quarterback. It'll be 3rd and 16 after the sack.
Let's go.
He'll take the snap from the gun. This is Mark. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. They'll go ground, and now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Situations like this sometimes can cost you the game. You're down in the second half. Why would you go for it on 4th down in this situation? You don't get it, that decision might cost you this football game.
Let's go.
1st down and 10. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, and he's still 2 yards short of the first. 2nd down after going to the ground game the first play. Double tight end formation. Handoff made. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Staying with the ground. In on the stop. Second down here after that run play. Offense lines up here.
Get ready.
Right back to him. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. It's a 2 tight end formation. Trying to beat the play clock. Secures it with 2 hands. There's the offense picking up another first down on 3rd down. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Offense lines up here. They'll go ground. Tackle down at the 22. Second down following the run. Goodwin's lined up now as a slot receiver. They'll run it with him again, and that gains a few.
This offense has been moving the football all day long. Once again in the red zone, they have a big lead. What will they do? I think they'll just try to run it in from here.
Let's see what they do on this 3rd down situation. Play action. Incomplete
as he was looking short.
This is what separates offensive lines in the NFL in obvious passing situations like this one on third down. Can you hold up and protect your quarterback to give him time to make those throws? Well, the answer to this one right now is no.
They bring in the extra tight end. They run the counter play. He'll be tackled, but a new set of downs on the way.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Offense lines up here. He's going to get another carry. Breaks the long one for the touchdown.
Well, the NFL, no lead is ever safe. So when you got the lead, you push it on in there, score another touchdown, and keep putting the pressure on your opponent.
The Bills lined up now for the point after. He made it. And the kicker's ready to go. They'll take it at the 20. They face first down. Split backfield here. Drop back, shotgun formation. He'll throw it over the middle. It's Johnson. Gilmore's going to make the tackle. First down here after the completion. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. He's got the catch. And that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker. Wasting no time now for this next play. The Dolphins take it from the 38. It's Clay, and they knock him down just a yard away from the first. It's third down coming up. The Dolphins with an empty backfield look here. Snapping out of the gun. The defense gets the sack. The Dolphins use another timeout here, and they have one left. This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 20. The Bills are set for their next possession. Offense lines up here. Now first and 10. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
When you're going against a really athletic defense, there's nothing like reverses and the counter run game, because they see it, they go, and you counter it, and that's why it works to perfection.
Second down, 3 to go. He's tackled at the 30.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
So much anticipation and build-up leading into this one, and then in the end, well, you walk away with a loss like that. How will they be able to deal with this?
Well, the fact that it was so one-sided, that really helps a little bit. The fact that you were never in the game, so emotionally it doesn't cost you. So you know it's all about just getting better physically. Go back, work hard, and get ready for next week.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.